Welcome back. It's been 2 years since our community lost first responder Jason Arno. From that loss came the Firefighter Arno Memorial Foundation, dedicated to giving back to those who give so much for us. I'm joined now by Chelsea Gill from the FAM Foundation with more information on how you can support their cause. Welcome, Chelsea.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, thanks for coming in. I'd love it if you could give us some more information on the FAM Foundation and what the purpose is.
Sure. So 2 years ago, we lost Jason Arno on a 4-alarm fire down on Main Street, and family and friends kind of came together of how can we give back to our community heroes. There's not much besides the BPD Foundation for firefighters, so it's like, okay, what can we do? Families came together, and we do all first responders, whether you're in fire, police, corrections, nurse, EMS. The first 2 years was more focused on safety measures and mental health. So FAM, over the last year, in Jay's name of giving back, between the pizza deliveries, the volleyball, Love Sports, we sponsor mental health programs for Western New York Law Enforcement Helpline to kind of show that they're not alone through the fight in the community as well.
Well, 2 years ago, let's talk about how you began to give back through this foundation and how you've been able to keep it going since.
So 2 years ago, obviously, it was formed out of heartbreak, but we did, the first year was the volleyball tournament, and everyone loved that volleyball tournament. It was the cookout, and then last year we went to the Tewksbury Lodge, Riverfest Park, and throughout there we raised funds that goes back to Western New York community heroes. So whether we have someone that got injured in a line of duty or an accident, we kind of come together, raise funds with local restaurants to either deliver meals, help with mortgages, support the kids. We have a scholarship program that we have, which is going on now. And then the next couple of months is more focused on how we can take care of the heroes as a collective. So we're partnering with BPD. We're doing some stuff with the sheriffs. So we're kind of expanding the horizon and volunteer firefighters because everyone needs our assistance more than what they realize.
And you know what, something is so special, you've had these fundraisers and you've done amazing work, but one thing that is so simple that you've done was been able to give meals to these first responders, and I know you actually recently did that as well, right? Do you want to talk about the response you get? It's something so simple, but it meant so much, right?
It is. Back in 2023, I was part of Hope Rises, and my family was part of Chip McCarthy, who passed in 2009 in Buffalo Fire. And back in the day, the camaraderie was there, but it wasn't like it is now in the City of Good Neighbors. So when I was with Buffalo Fire, when the Mayday call went out, I literally called Cake Laser. I said, we got to do something. And I gathered my father-in-law, who's a retired BFD. We started delivering pizzas. And then the following year, I became a board member of FAM Foundation. And it's just a way of giving back, as Jay was a chef. He loved food. So instead of just showing like the support of like a thank you card or anything like that, we partnered with local pizzerias, and this year was Just Pizza and Frankie Primo's. We delivered them on Friday, the day before the 2nd anniversary. And BFD was so grateful. They got customized cookies, which was like the top notch from Frankie Primo's. That doing it the day before, it showed they were not grateful extra, but it wasn't so somber. So it wasn't on the date, that they were all patiently waiting for their food for when we got there.
Yeah, it's something that just brings the community back. This is something so heavy. And the entire Western New York community felt this loss and has immense respect and honors this family. Absolutely. And it's so amazing that you have banded together as a community to now continue to honor the responders that we still have.
Absolutely.
Well, let's talk about some of the volunteers that you have to thank for making this possible.
So this year I wanted to kind of brand it a little bit differently. So the last 3 times we've done it, Buffalo Convention Center has been with us, and they've been absolutely amazing. My family does it, but this year I kind of wanted to do more line of duty death families. So we had the Catanzaro families came in, and their father perished in the 1980s explosion down in Ellicott Street. And then we had Jay's family, so I had Cheryl. His mother was with me, Sarah, the widow, was at Just Pizza, and then we had my family with Buffalo Convention Center, and it was just remarkable of how many volunteers wanted to help, and we didn't have enough room.
Wow.
So, and we were overjoyed by that. The community just wanted to kind of come together, but we had I call it the cutoff. Don't want to, but we needed enough people to do what we did, and then we went back to Blackthorn, so that's where more people met us that didn't get to deliver, but they wanted to support.
Well, is there anything coming up for the FAM Foundation that we should be on the lookout for?
So we have the College Scholarship going on, and you can see that on famgives.org, but we are also doing a volleyball tournament on April 12th, and that's at Holidays. We have 15 teams allowed, only a few teams left, so if you want to raise funds for first responders, you can go to the website, famgives.org, and then our next big thing after that is the Cookout, which is August 24th, which is 16 years of Chip McCarthy and crew and passing. So it's going to be a big thing.
Yes, and who doesn't love a good cookout?
Oh, absolutely. And there's going to be tug of war between BPD and BFD.
Okay,
again,
okay, a big
nice.
match to look out for. Well, Chelsea, thank you so much for coming in and sharing more about this foundation.
Thank you so much.
Viewers, if you'd like to learn more about the FAM Foundation and all of the ways they give back to our community, you can visit famgives.org. Thanks again for coming in.
Thank you so much.
After the